Hi everybody, I'm Bree the Plant Lady, and today I just wanted to make a quick video to talk about why California poppies are so awesome. I love them. I've been growing them for years, but today my appreciation just grew exponentially when I saw this California poppy, a self-sown plant here in the native perennial pocket, blooming on December 5th. This is officially going to be Aiden's birthday flower, since today is his 17th birthday. And the fact that he's got a California poppy blooming on his birthday is pretty remarkable. But I wanted to talk more about, first of all, why I think they're a must-grow plant and their habits of growing here in the Southeast, which are maybe a bit different than other parts of the country. So let me turn the camera around, give you an up-close view, and get my face out of the sun. So as you can see, this is a nice big mature plant, and this is absolutely one that probably was seeded December of 22. It would have bloomed last spring and then never died over the course of the summer. So it's basically a perennializing, and you can see it's got a lot of growth at the base. You know, it's well over a foot wide, the clump. And of course, it's randomly putting out flowers. And this isn't a one-off, because look, here's another flower bud next to it. I don't recall typically having California poppies blooming in December here in North Carolina. So I'm definitely going to consider this to be a pretty special treat. But let me show you what they look like when they are just baby germinating seedlings. So right across the way, we have this bed with a big palm tree that's been planted for about 12, 15 years. And at the base of it, I sowed a bunch of lupins, which you can see here. They've got that kind of five-pronged leaf, and a whole bunch of California poppies. So this is the Eschscholzia californica. When it's first germinating, you see it has that pronged foliage. And it's a nice pale green, kind of silverish coloration. And it looks very feathery. See, all of this is California poppies that germinated about 10 days ago. Now, in contrast, you can see there's that plant that's blooming. And then we have various plants of different stages of development. So this plant is obviously younger than here, but older than those seedlings, and it's growing as a nice single, so you can really see its structure. And here on the corner of this bed, we have another holdover from last year, and just like the other plant, it has initiated flowers. You can see there's a bud as well. And you know, these were unprotected last week when we got to 20 degrees, so they're obviously pretty cold hardy, at least for like a zone 9 standard. Now I tossed down a bunch of seed in here, but I just threw it on top of the mulch, and we've been so dry, I don't see any germination at all. But I am encouraged to see germination, which probably is from self-sowing, like right there, here, in between these agastaches. And of course, a whole lot are growing up here. So these are also, I believe, self-sown, and you can see they've really got nice size. And what a great contrast to the native perennials, which are all dormant for the winter, to have this great silvery green foliage that really captures the light and just makes the bed so much more interesting. And I've done a really heavy California poppy seeding here at the feed tank. And that, of course, is what all this lacy foliage is. This has been seeded a little over a month, and you can see they're growing really great. So I think this bed's gonna look awesome this spring with all of those flowering. Seeding California poppies is super easy, and now, mid-December, is the ideal time to do it, at least for those gardeners in the Southeast, really zones 6 through 9. And basically, I'm just gonna put some in my hand, just like that. And this is a combination of different colors of Eschscholzia. This is Mission Bells, and I got this from Stover Seed off the internet. And in this bed behind me, I've got some open areas that haven't been seeded yet, and California poppies are the perfect thing to go behind that garlic border in this open space. So it's already bare soil, and I'm literally just going to lightly toss the seeds into that opening, and that is it. I'm not going to do anything else after that. They'll germinate in probably roughly 2 to 3 weeks. Now that we're getting a bit cooler, I'll make sure to keep this space well watered, and I'm not going to do any thinning once they germinate. So this is really the absolute easiest way to garden, and you will have a beautiful display in the spring when all of these California poppies burst into flower. So I do hope that you will subscribe so that you can stay in the loop and watch these California poppies continue to grow out throughout the winter season. Well, thanks so much for watching, everybody, and happy gardening.